fellas. Welcome to the first episode of In4min. As always, I'm Jalen Russell, joined again by Jalen Gray, and we're going to hop right into the information. First off, the inauguration happened last Friday. In his inauguration speech, President Donald Trump had a very strong nationalist sentiment, even invoking the phrase America First, which has ties to a 1940s nationalist party that was anti-involvement in World War II. Second, he signed his first executive order, which directed federal agencies to ease the burden of Obamacare. The actual practical implications of that are unclear, but it seems like it's his first steps in trying to repeal the Obamacare Act. And lastly, the nominee for the Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, had her hearing pushed back to January 31st after an ethics review found that she had 102 financial conflicts of interest,
Wow.
including a debt collection agency that collects student loans.
Okay. All right. Let's start Saturday off with a positive note. There was a international symbol of solidarity as the Women's March took place in D.C. as well as other cities around the country as well as the world. Next, Sean Spicer, the White House press secretary, stated that the Trump inauguration was host to the largest audience ever, which has just been found to be untrue. And also Saturday, there were reports claiming that the president is planning on proposing a budget which would eliminate all of the funds to the National Endowment for the Arts, which funds the likes of PBS and NPR.
Going on to Sunday, Trump met with the CIA in a display of solidarity with the intelligence community. In that meeting, he also attacked the media, A, saying they're dishonest in reporting his crowd size for the inauguration, and 2, saying that they were the ones that created the spat between him and the intelligence community to begin with.
Okay.
Additionally, the White House Chief of Staff, Reince Priebus, came out and said the media is trying to delegitimize Trump's presidency in general.
Seems to be a pattern here.
Seems to be a little bit of a pattern. And lastly, Trump announced that he plans to renegotiate NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement.
Okay, busy day on Monday. The president
very busy.
signed 3 separate executive orders, one in which he froze the hiring on federal employees, which excluded military and national security officials. The second one, which withdrew the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which was a trade agreement put forth by Barack Obama. Lastly, what is being called the Mexico City policy was an executive order in which the United States will no longer fund non-governmental foreign organizations which promote abortion. And lastly, on Monday, the president put out a statement in which he alluded to the fact that 3 to 5 million people who cast votes during the national election may have been illegal immigrants.
And finishing up Monday, there's a House bill introduced called the American Sovereignty Restoration Act of 2017 that essentially is trying to get the U.S. to dissociate from the UN. And lastly, the Minority Leader Charles Schumer in the House announced that there's bipartisan support for a bill that would require Trump to go through Congress to lift any sanctions placed on Russia. That's all we have for you guys on the first half of the week. We'll be back with the last half of the week very soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.